final encounter between Havelock Sports Club. Hello and a very good evening to all our viewers. You're watching the 12th week final encounter between Havelock Sports Club and Police Sports Club in this Dialogue Rugby League. It's a cloudy evening. The predictions are that it's going to rain later on in this evening, but nevertheless both teams trying hard and warming up. There you go, Havelock Sports Club hosting Police SC in this final weekend count in the 12th week. So we had an interesting week this weekend. Kandy losing to CHNFC after 19 years. Army beating Air Force convincingly as well, while CR managed to just closely escape from a narrow draw against Navy. And the other big news that was put out this week is that the foreign players in the bottom 4 teams will be eligible to play once again from this week on. So today we can expect a big improvement and a big change in the Police outfit with their Fijian Imosi Vunivosa in the squad. He was remarkable in the first 2 weeks of this Dialogue Rugby League, and we can hope to see more of that tonight as well. There you go, today's weather conditions. Partly cloudy. Right now it says 27 degrees, but I'm pretty sure it's a bit lower than that. And later it'll go down to 24, while the wind is blowing in the northeastern direction with 19 kilometers an hour speed. So it's going to be a windy evening for the kickers, especially for Riza Mubarak and Sachit Silva, the youngster. So we'll go into a short commercial break and catch you with live action on the other side. Stay tuned with www.ThePapare.com.
Crescent Mini Keeves. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeves, only from Crescent.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Okay, she's ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Impressive CV. But why do you want to work here?
Is your unlimited package limiting you? Be really unlimited with the largest network. Talk unlimited with more than 13 million Sri Lankans with Dialogue. Dialogue Blaster Unlimited. A range of daily, weekly and monthly plans. Dial #678# to convert your package or get a new connection. It's always been my dream to be a part of a blue chip company.
Dialogue Gaming Game Hero presents Space Rider Star Hunt. Now everyone can be a hero. Register now for the biggest mobile gaming tournament in Sri Lanka and win big cash prizes. 3 million in prize money up for grabs. Visit Google Play or the App Store, download the Space Rider Star Hunt game and subscribe to enter the tournament. Dialogue Gaming, the #1 gaming experience with Sri Lanka's fastest network. Crunchy Munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites, only from Crescent.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London. sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
New breeder fast, Pulsar NS160 with wider tyres and twin disc brakes from David Pierce Motor Company Private Limited.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Are you or someone you care about prone to heart-related illnesses? You can now rest easy with Avid Heart. Avid Heart lets you get a medical-grade EKG anywhere, anytime. Save a life and give yourself or loved ones peace of mind. Approved by the National Medicines Regulatory Authority. Avid Heart. Heart health at your fingertips. Purchase your Avid Heart device today for just 23,990 rupees and get a free My Doctor Couples package. Available at selected Dialog customer care centres island-wide. Dialog. The future today.
It's almost over. They ain't gonna let it pull me under. But
Welcome back to live action from Havelock Park. This is the encounter between Havelock Sports Club and Police Sports Club. So joining me in commentary, Romario De Silva. Good evening, Romario.
Good evening, Yuzan, and good evening to everyone. Join us on www.thepapare.com. Yes, the weather doesn't look too good, as there seems to be a bit of rain in the air. But having said that, I think both teams will be looking to play a good game of rugby. And I think if it rains, both teams will play the game quite close.
I agree. This is point table as of now. Kandy Sports Club still in the lead, although losing to CH yesterday. They were 61 points total and in second place, trailing Havelock Sports Club 58 points. So it's going to be a big game for them today. They win this with the bonus point. They are going to that first place. Your thoughts on that, Romario?
Yes, everything to play for Havelocks. A win, and they will go into first place, and I think that's something rewarding, and I'm sure they will be looking to get that win and secure the bonus point win and go up to number 1, while Police, well, they also know that if they beat Havelocks, they will move up into number 6 over Navy. So everything to play for both teams, and we are sure to have a good game of rugby, as the top try scorer Dhanushka Ranjan still leading the way, and the point scorer Samuel Madhuwanta has hit the 150 mark and surpassed Thilina Vijay Singha.
True, Romario. Samuel Madhuwanta was a key player yesterday as well. He was outstanding for CH in that win. Today, however, Police Sports Club have the advantage. They have their standout player Imosi Vunivosa, This was the first round encounter between the two teams. Police Sports Club lost 26 points to 31. Not a convincing win for Havelock Sports Club, but however they managed to make a late surge in that second half. They were trailing 17 points to nil in the first half, if I remember correctly, 14 points to nil rather, but they managed to win it in the second half, scoring 31 points in that game. Romario.
Yes, I think that was at the start of the season, and Havelocks were rusty, but they somehow managed to get the win. Prince Charmer on that occasion kicking a few goals as well, and it was a good comeback win, and I think that kick-started Havelock's season.
That game was a clear indication of what the Havi's pack can do. Situm Pinis scoring 2 tries in that game. Umesh Madhushan also among the try scorers, especially their prop forward experience, Dushmant Priyadarshana. He was also a standout player in that game and made so much ground for Havis in that victory. So that game was a clear portrait of what the Havis front 8 can do, Roma.
Yes, indeed, their forwards have dominated throughout the season, and I'm sure if it rains here, we will be able to see yet another forward dominant performance.
Yes, especially with Shamni Nawaz and Sanat Martis being the coaches of both teams. Both of them are specialists in training and grooming that front row and the front 8 in any team. So we can expect a tight fight between the both forwards. There you go. This season's performance for Havis so far, they played 11, won 10 and lost 1 just against Candy Sports Club up in Nithawila. And we had
Police, they have played 11 and they have just won just 3 matches, losing 8 out of the 11. I think they did come close on a couple of occasions against CH and Candy, but did not manage to get over the line. And this time around, even when I spoke to the coach, he said he was hoping that luck would be on his side, and if luck is on his side, he will be able to get something out of this match.
Yes, indeed. Their win against CR was a remarkable achievement for them. It's been after quite a few years that they managed to beat CR in their own den. However, today they'll have to prove to play more ahead of that. So this is the Havelock team card. Dushmant Priyadarshana, Azmir Fajuddin and Liston Flatney making that front row all important for them. Although Liston Flatney has been taking the throwing duties last week, I think Fajuddin will handle it this week. Shara Fernando and Umesh Madhushan will be in that lock position. Shara Fernando, vastly experienced player, while Madhushan is just getting there and playing well for Havis. Shaukat Lai, he was a standout player last week, had a good game, scored 2 tries, while Situm Piris was not quite convincing in the jumps, but he will try to amend all his mistakes today. Dayan Sabar, the youngster, debuted last week against Air Force. Didn't have the best of starts, but today he'll be trying to prove his worth in this front 8, Roma.
Yes, and the backline in the all-important 9 and 10 positions start Vimukti Rahul and Niroshan Fernando. They have put their hand up throughout this whole season, and it's good to see Vimukti getting a long run in his favoured number 9 jersey. Chamar Dabare and Sadun Herat continue on the wings along with Riza Mubarak and Dinuk Amar Singh. Of course, he has put in some marvellous performances this season, and he will be partnered up with Prince Chamar, as they Havelocks have not made a single change in the backline, with the only 2 changes coming in the pack, with Azmir Fajuddin and Umesh Madhushan coming in.
But another major change in that Havi's lineup is that Rahul Delpachitra and Mithun Hapugoda make a difference when they come in to the starting 15 in that second half.
Yes, 2 impact players, and not only them, but they will be hoping the whole bench will be able to bring on to come on and have an impact.
There you go, the Police lineup today: Hashan Fernando, Lahiru Pavitra and Danushka Ediri Surya. Danushka Ediri Surya and Lahiru Pavitra, 2 experienced players, while Hashan Fernando is just making his way into the starting lineup. Nisal Samadhi and Udara Surya Peram, the skipper, will accommodate that lock position. Udara, he is a vastly experienced player. He will have a lead from up front, while Bagisa Veer Singh and Udaya Sanjula and Muhammadin will make that third row for Police Sports Club.
Yes, and in the back line, it's Shifaz Amit. He comes in for Kasun Suranga, who is missing out from the match day 23, while Johan Piris continues to start at 10, and of course Imosi Vunivosa, he's coming in the Fijian player, he gets selected in the centres, while Janit Chanaka and Janit Chandimal along with Sachit Silva are in the back three. Janit Chandimal's inclusion shows us that I'm sure the coach of Police will be expecting some high balls from Havelocks in their own den.
I agree, Roma. Police are definitely expecting for some kicking game by Havies. Nevertheless, they're expecting for everything tonight. They will have to play, giving their all if they want to record a win. However, Johan Pires coming in to commendate that fly-off position, while there you go, the match officials Hassan the Veranga, Dinka Pires and Callum Sandron will assist him from the touch lines.
Yes, Veranga coming off the match officiating level 3 from Singapore, so I'm sure he would have learnt quite a bit, and he will look to apply everything here he has learnt from there, as Police ready themselves to kick off on our screens from left to right.
Johan Pires waiting for referee Veranga to blow that opening whistle. He's coming after an injury, almost lost this whole career with an ACL injury. There you go, the first kick off of the game. Umesh Mazdan going high, not cleaning it correctly. Looks like Police have won it, but they knocked it on in the process. So the scrum down for Havelock Sports Club early on in this game.
Yes, Sidhum Pires was carried up to collect it, but misjudged it completely, and thankfully for Havelocks, of course, there was a slight knock-on by Police, and they get their scrum inside their own half.
Shifaz Ahmed and Vimukti Rahula there, the more experienced player. He's toured Sri Lanka as well in his junior age categories.
Yes, both lads from the Maradana schools, Zahira and St. Joseph's College. Crouch!
Yes, the first scrum in the game. Vimukti Rahula with the feed in. Not a steady scrum there, so free kick for Havelock Sports Club early on. Takes it quickly, Vimukti. Sends it out by his keeper Niroshan Fernando. Fernando is Chamar Dabare, who's been smacked out, but what an offload. Dabare goes straight into contact. He is being held horizontally, held on by his neck. Looks a bit high, but referee lets him get away with it. The ball is loose, but an early infringement there by Police, conceding a penalty to Mario.
Yes, hands in the ruck there displayed by Veranga, and early signs not too good for Police. But having said that, it's just a couple of minutes still gone in the game. There's plenty to play for, as Niroshan Fernando kicks for touch.
This match is brought to you by EFL, proud sponsor of the Sri Lanka Rugby Referees and Havelock Sports Club.
Two unforced errors by Police Sports Club already, with just 2 minutes on the clock. Will not be wanting to continue this throughout this first half, as Azmir Fajuddin lines up to make the first throw-in of the game.
Yes, he comes in, as last week the line-out was a bit shaky, and straight away on the mark, but the ball has been knocked back, says the referee.
But however, it looks like Police have stolen possession. Ahmed with his first touch sends it to Johan Pires. Makes a fumble there almost, but manages to put in that kick. Doesn't find touch. Vimukti Rahula knocks it on, but referee says knock back. It looks like offside. Dabare picks it up.
Release, release!
No. Havies under immense pressure.
Stay back.
Playing their own half. Rahula now looking to feed Flatney. Flatney misses, collected by Shaukat Lar. He makes a good break. Gains a few yards, passing the gain line. Once again, Rahula sends it to Dushman the Pridarshan to the skipper, Prince Chamar. A quick ball by Dinuk to Sandun Herath, who puts in the chip kick. Vagesh Veera Singh caught up there in heavy traffic. He's been pushed back, but managed to save the ball there for Police. Shifaz Ahmed now searching for a good counter ruck there by Havis. They've stolen possession. Sachit Silva breaks free, and he has space and the pace. He needs to find his supporter there. Vunivosa makes another break, offloads to number 6 Udaya Sanjula. Will this be the first try of the game? And he scores the 3rd minute. Udaya Sanjula scores for Police Sports Club. A break by Sachit Silva.
Yes, that was a lovely break there by Sachit Silva. He had the presence of mind to find his support in Imosi, and he got the offload away, and the Fijian too got his offload away, and here goes Udaya Sanjula for the first try. 4 minutes in the game, and Police straight away on the scorecard.
Not expected by Havis. They took him on surprise. Sachit not making a clean tackle. Silva making the break, stepping off. One good offload there. Sucked in Dinu Kamarasinghe. Made the offload to Vunivosa. Vunivosa knew what he did. Saw the space, saw the supporter coming in. Udaya Sanjula made a good finish, and first points up for Police Sports Club.
Yes, as every good flanker, Sanjula finds himself in support and dives over for the first try. So, bit of early surprise here at Havelock Park, but Police have got themselves 5 points on the board as Sachit Silva lines up the conversion.
10 seconds.
Crucial conversion. Will boost his morale, but it just goes astray. Not a clean kick, so not a great start for Sachit Silva with the boot. However, he made a good run and still will have his morale high and momentum to their side. Havis are known to make a good comeback. This will most probably not affect them.
Yes, indeed. I think Havelocks should just look to keep possession with them and just calm things down
Behind the ball.
And if they manage to do so, I think they will be able to get into the game as Riza Mubarak restarts.
High hanging kick there. Not cleanly collected by the try scorer Udaya Sanjula. He makes a fumble out of it, but offside says referee, so another infringement by Police.
Yes, the ball was knocked on by the try scorer, unfortunately, and the man in front played it, and hence offside penalty. This is a penalty which they could have gone for the points, but on their own paddock, Havelocks, I'm sure they'll back themselves to go with a rolling maul from close range.
Why not? As we take another look at that, Sanjula not judging it correctly, knocks it forward, and Hashan Fernando tries to collect it, so hence the penalty was given.
Yes, indeed, and in that position, I don't think you'll see any front row forward put it, not holding the ball. I think their hands go up automatically as Fajruddin throws.
The most known move, the rolling maul, is formed by Havelock Sports Club. Fajruddin with the ball in hand, driving forward now. More numbers in the pink shirts than the Police. Now it goes down and Havis will have to regroup themselves. Fajruddin moving forward. Shaugat Lahir. He takes in 2 players. He's still on his feet. He's 3 men to bring him down.
Stay back, stay.
Fajruddin latching on to Situm Piris. Umesh Madhushan rather. He feeds the ball well now. Shara Fernando with ball. He barges straight through. Still not able to go over the white box though. Inches away. Good counter rocking by Police. Bodies thrown all over here. Searching for that first try. Havelock Sports Club. Fajruddin. Along a cutout pass by Niroshan Fernando. Chamar Dabare in the corner. So first try for Havelock Sports Club. Chamar Dabare with that all-important dive in the corner.
Yes, that was a lovely cutout pass there by the captain Niroshan Fernando. Vimukti Rahula did get sucked into the ruck, and the fly-half had to come in and deputize at scrum-half, and he saw the space out wide and threw a long loopy pass, and Chamar Dabare had to just collect and dive. He did in lovely fashion, and there's the first try. So Havelocks strike straight back.
And I think police were expecting Havelock to play it close, Romario. As you see here, they're in their fringes, the police defenders. They weren't expecting Niroshan to make that long cutout pass. That's why Chamar Dabir has all the space in the world to dive in and score that try. So I think Havies is trying to play more with their backs in this game and take on the Cops by surprise.
Yes, indeed, they were caught by surprise there, and Havelocks managed to get a try. So it's good to see that Havelocks are mixing things up as Riza Mubarak lines the conversion from the touchline, and it looks perfect. And yes, the flags go up to confirm that 7 points for Havelocks as they go into the lead rather for the first time in this game.
Talk about that kick, lovely kick, and that'll boost their morals up in the pink shirts. Riza Mubarak putting all his experience into use here. Now the game is leveled, although Sachit Silva missed that conversion.
Things are evenly poised here. 2 early scores within 10 minutes, and I'm sure this, if the rains stay away, I think there will be quite a few more scores as Johan kicks off.
Once again, Sidhum Pires this time collects it cleanly. Good technique by Dushmant Priyadarshan and Sidhum Pires, but that's good defense by Police Sports Club. They are rushing in defense. One line, Vimukti Rahula instructing his forwards as Niroshan Fernanda puts in that clearance kick. Doesn't find touch though. Sajid Silva lets the ball to bounce. Puts in that pass to his brother Hiroshan Silva. Silva to Vunivosa. Vunivosa shows Chanaga Janit Chandimal knocks it forward in the corner. Not a good pass there by Vunivosa, Roma.
Yes, unfortunate there. He did commit the last defender, but the pass letting him down and letting Janit Chandimal down as well. He draws in Chamar Dabare, but the pass a bit behind Chandimal, and he knocks on. Just to tell you about the try before, I think it was all through Shaukat's run that he sparked things up, and then the ball went wide and they managed to score. So the third scrum in the game.
My call.
The second time Vimukti Rahula is going to feed.
My call.
Yes, Shaukat Lai continuing his good form from last week.
Bind.
Was the player of the match
Set.
against Air Force.
Steady, both steady.
As well, showing great footwork and great strength as Vimukti Rahula feeding the ball. Dayan Sabar picks it up from back, sends it to Vimukti Rahula to Chamar Dabir, goes straight into contact with Johan Pires. Good tackle by Pires, the young man. As Havi is now playing it quick shot. Fernando.
No.
Brought down. Vimukti Rahula searching for that ball. Sends it to his skipper Niroshan Fernando. He's caught up once again. Good brush defense by the visitors here. Prince Chamara puts a good chip kick in. Sajid Silva with some great football skills, but kicks the ball straight into Mubarak's hands. Mubarak carries it forward. Flat knee to Niroshan. Niroshan to Dinu Kamara Singh. He's known for his cheeky offloads, but not today. Goes straight into the ball, falls out loose. Havi's managing to resettle themselves.
Yes, and as Havelock on attack, we can see Sajid Silva just going back behind. Well, he's holding his shoulder. He's not too happy with how things are going on, but Havelock still continue through Umesh and Madhushankar.
Lairu Pavitra there with the collar tackle. Dinu Kamar Singh loses possession there. Forward pass.
Yes, I think the first time Amar Singh had the opportunity to pass, but he did not get the pass away, the offload away. But this time he decides to get it away, and this time it goes into touch. Unfortunate there.
He's known for his cheeky offloads, Romario. He has been the creator for most of those heavy tries. It looks like Sajid Silva is on the ground after that collision with Reza Mubarak. Looks like his elbow.
Yes.
But I think he'll be able to continue playing.
I've seen a bit of a shoulder injury there, if I'm not mistaken, Sajid Silva. And I think there was not too much of contact, but the way Reza twisted in contact, it was what made his shoulder a bit of uncomfortable. Now play will restart with Police. This time Police feed in the scrum from quite a similar position.
So 5 scrums already within 12 minutes.
Crouch.
Already wearing the forwards out.
Bind.
Shifaz Ahmed with his
Steady,
first
both
put
steady.
in their own half.
Yes, and Police flat line. Will they kick? Well, yes, Johan Silva decides to put ball to boot.
Doesn't find touch. Shamar Dabare, safe as ever, collects it, takes 2 men to bring him down. Vimukti Rahul, a quick ball to Riza Mubarak. Riza Mubarak steps away from 1-2 and he makes a break. Still on his feet, makes that offload to Dinu Kamara Singh. A basketball pass to Prince Chamara. Looks like there was a previous infringement. High tackle, says the referee, so play will be brought back.
Time off.
4 penalties in favor of Havelocks. Well, and that's just why the Police captain is having a word with the referee, saying just calm things down, lad. And think now Niroshan Fernando straight away. No 2 words, going for touch.
Yes, their driving mole has been very reliable throughout this 12 weeks of rugby in this Dialogue Rugby League. So why not go for touch?
Yes, and here we can see the high tackle there. The arm of Imosi just catching Riza Mubarak on his neck. And I think that's why and player safety is paramount these days in rugby. And that's just why they have brought in all of these rules as Fajuddin throws into the line out.
True, Mario. Considering the past incidents that took place in France, as Dayan Sabar now makes a break. Although the line-out wasn't clean, still in favor of Havies. Not rolling away, gets away with it though. Police Sports Club now. Prince Chamara steps in. He's being caught in heavy traffic. Liston flatly, long cut out pass to Riza Mubarak. He's being hammered down.
Stay back.
Once again, Havies regrouping themselves. Dushman the Priyadarshan, a big hit on his opposition prop forward. Ball falls to Shaugat Lahir now, making a break. Offloads to Situm Piris. Umesh Madhushan. Rahul looking for that ball. Finds it now. Switches direction. Azmir Fajuddin steps inside. Hits the gap. Not the right thing there by Vimukti Rahul. Makes a mockery there. But nevertheless still win a penalty.
Yes, I think he saw the referee's hand out for an advantage, and that's why he just decided to go for that little chip kick, but did not go the way of Havelocks. And again, the referee speaking to Surya Arachi, the captain of Police, as you can see the replay. There's a high tackle.
Unacceptable there by Police. Already 7 infringements within 15 minutes. Not a good sign.
Yes, indeed, not good sign for Police Sports Club, as now Havelocks again just 8 meters away from the try line, and I don't think there'll be no prizes for guessing what they will do from here, Havelocks.
True, but and it looks like it's evident that they've trained a lot in their lineouts, because last week they lost all 7 of them. However, now today they've won almost 3 of them, and right on the money. They're moving forward through that rolling maul, making those transitions pretty well. Dushman the Priyadarshan now with ball in hand. He's brought down inside the 5-meter line now. Havelock Sports Club playing it close. Police will be in 2 minds now.
Stay back.
Because Havies won't hesitate to use their backs as well. We saw that in the first try. But still playing it close. Shaugat Lahir loses his headgear there. Going straight into contact. Now with the backs. Dushman the Priyadarshan. To Azmir Fajuddin to Dinu Kamara Singh scoring that second try. Wonderful break there by the young man.
Yes, indeed, wonderful break there by Dinu Kamara Singh. But all thanks to his forwards. They kept the ball in close, rumbled up, left, right, this side, that side, and finally, when Vimukti Rahul got caught inside, there was a deputy, and he just swung the ball outside, and Liston Fratney took it up again before popping it straight to Dinu Kamarasinghe. As we see Fajuddin playing a scrum half, and the first up tackle there missed by Erosion Silva. You can't do that just 5 meters out from the try line.
Indeed, that was why the try. It was so easy for Dinu Kamarasinghe to score that try. The first rule in defense is you stay one line, you don't move away from it, because there will be a void that opens up for the ball carrier, and that's exactly what happened for Dinu Kamarasinghe. He saw the space, made that break, and looked so easy.
Yes, the dog leg was kept there by Erosion Silva as he rushed up, and he did not come together with the rest of the defenders. And Dinu Kamarasinghe from close range, I don't think too many people will be stopping him.
Yes, he was a highlight player in that Asian Sevens third leg. That's where he unleashed his full potential. Thereon, he has been continuing this great form of his.
Yes, I think selection to the Sri Lankan squad helped his game, and he put his hand up and stepped forward, and now he has been putting in some lovely performances to show them that that selection was the correct call.
Agreed, Romario. As Riza Mubarak ups his points to 88 in total in this league. Johan Pires with the restart. Referee says it's offside, so scrum down for Havelock in centre field.
Correct call there by the referee. Well, most of the players there from the police team were in front of the kicker, and rightly so penalized by the referee.
Yeah, it'll be. If we can take a look at that. There you go. That's clearly evident. All the chasers in front of the kicker.
My call.
So once again, Havelock with possession.
Centre field scrum here. Niroshan Fernando on one side and Riza Mubarak on the other side. Dayan Sabah. Vimukti Rahul decides to go to the captain. He lets it bounce, and Amarasinghe again breaks, beats one, beats two, and he's brought down by the third man. But side entry, says the referee, and the penalty goes against Havelock Sports Club.
So that great run by Amarasinghe goes in vain. Police escaping this occasion. Johan Pires will have to take them out of jail, and he rightfully does it. There you go, Amarasinghe's run. Beats one, beats two. Takes on the third, still on his feet. 5 players to bring him down, and rightfully given number 33 there, I think. 35, Prince Chamara coming from the side. Lahiru Pavitra with the throw in.
This is the first line out, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for police, and they managed to catch it in the front, and now they have formed their maul.
And it's not surprising that they are going forward through a driving maul as well. Like I said earlier, Shamli Nawaz, their coach, he puts in a lot of effort to groom those forwards. Good yards gained here by the front 8 for police, and they force Havis to make that and concede a penalty in their favour.
Fighting fire with fire there, Shamli Nawaz, and rightly so, they win a penalty for side entry at the maul. And now yet again the chance for Johan to kick to touch, and I'm sure they will form yet another maul. Well, it will be interesting to see what they'll do though.
True, Romario, that's exactly what Shamli Nawaz is known for. Fighting fire with fire. Both forward packs great with their technique and composure when it comes to the driving maul. So Havis will not contest this, if I'm not mistaken. If my prediction is right, they will. And police lose a good opportunity. Vimukti Rahula sends it to Dayan Sabah, who twists and turns but not able to gain many yards. However, now Niroshan Fernando will kick Havis out of danger.
Yes, first of all, that was very good work there by Situm Piris, the line out,
Center.
jump in and disrupt in police ball. And after that, there was some good hands shown by Shaukat Lahir as he fed the ball in close to Dayan Sabah, and they gained some yards in field and gave the opportunity for Niroshan Fernando to clear the lines.
Yeah, Situmpir is making maximum use of his height, Romario, as police have another shot and this time collects it cleanly, but not straight, I think, says the referee. Not straight. So another opportunity gone begging for Police Sports Club. They have to get their game right from these set pieces. It's really important to give in your 100%, and at the moment police don't look like that's what they're doing.
Yes, unfortunate there. The players did not seem to be too happy, but you don't see too many players being happy when the line out is called crooked. And now Vimuthi Rahul feeds the line out, but the scrum collapses and the penalty is brought there for police, saying rather for Havelocks, saying the police number 1. He folded inside.
So that's Lahir Pavitra, the experienced out of the lot. He's the most experienced player in that front row, and if he's being caught for purposely collapsing that scrum,
time off,
then the other players will have to be in the right mind, as referee Benanga wants to have a word with the skipper Udara Surya Peruma, and he's being sent to the bench, I think, deliver a message to the coach. I think it's a message to the police coach Shamli Nawaz. He's not happy with the referee's decisions as well, I think. Havelock Sports Club. Line out, Fajuddin. This time, wet conditions. Clean throw, Situm Piris collects it cleanly. Vimukti Rahula too. Skipper Niroshan Fernando Sabar with the ball. Still on his feet but brought down now. Liston Flatney playing it close, trying to drive himself forward. Fajuddin makes a break. Shaukat Lahir there to support. Rahula feeds in. Umesh Madhushan.
Release, run away, blue, run away.
There at the back, supporting and pushing him forward. Still possession with Havelock Sports Club. Mukti Rahula to Dayan Sabar. Sabar cuts back in.
Release, run away, blue, run away.
Goes over the Genian.
Stay.
Dushmanta Priyadarshana sends it to Riza Mubarak. He puts in that chip kick into space, and a good move there by Mubarak. Spotted the space and the ball bounces just before the touchline. So possession and territory.
Yes, that's experience there from Riza Mubarak. He saw his forwards playing it close but not in the correct half of the field, and Dushmanta Priyadarshana sent the ball through the back door to Riza Mubarak, and he spotted some space there and put the little chip over. And now police inside their own half. It will be interesting to see what they will manage to do from this line out.
I think they'll want to run this own ball if they get it right. So Muhammadin with ball in hand, I think police have an advantage coming their way. So Johan Piris sends it to the Fijian Vosa. Sajid Silva, who created that first try, sends it to the birthday boy Chanaka Chandimal. Janit Chanaka rather. And this time skipper goes straight into contact.
Yes, and there was a penalty there for high tackle by Sabah in the line out, and the referee is going back, saying no advantage.
You can't high tackle.
So Police Sports Club still not out of their own half, but this time Johan Piris puts a good boot to it, takes his team almost 40 meters ahead. A good kick by the young lad. So Police with another opportunity, and I would like to see if they work their line, Romario. They have the likes of Vunivosa, Roshan Silva, Sajid Silva, in that center field. So it won't hurt them if they could feed the ball more to their fast runners.
Yes, and they have put Emosi into the 12 channel as Erosion Silva goes into 13, but yet again it's a maul formed and the forwards rumbling forward, but the ball has been turned over.
Once again possession lost, unacceptable by police, but looks like they have another penalty coming their way. Not releasing the tackler, taken quickly there by the skipper Udara Surya Perama looking for support. Vagesh Veerasinghe knocks it forward, but I think they will have the advantage of not 10. Looks like the referee wants to have a word with the skipper. No, they have no advantage, so scrum down in favor of Havelock Sports Club. Your thoughts, Aruma?
Helter-skelter here by both teams, and I think they should have just calmed things down a bit. Police there, kicked to touch, and they should have gone for the line out. They should have had faith in their systems, but having said that, the captain thought he would take things into his own hands and unfortunately coughed things up there.
Personally though, I think he made the right decision because the intention was right. Police have to show some sense of urgency in this game. There you go, taken it quickly. Vagesh Veerasinghe goes straight into contact and drops the ball. And I think it was the right decision by the referee, because clearly Udara Surya Perama made way more than 10 meters before he was brought down.
Yeah, there was no Havelock's play in front of him impeding him, so the referee let him go. But unfortunately, Havelock's police did not manage to hold on to position and they had to pay for it.
Vimukti Rahul, not a convincing kick, goes into the hands of Sajid Silva. He has open space on the outside, but he opts to cut back inside. Sends it to Vagesh Veerasinghe. He is being hammered down from the back by Azmir Fajuddin. So the ball this time coming out loose, but it looks like Javi's caught there, making an infringement.
Yeah, you can't kick the ball inside the ruck, and that's just what Shaukat Lahir did, if I was not mistaken. Unfortunately, and he was penalized. You can see here on the replay, number 7 puts his hands in, does not get the ball, and decides to put his foot to it. But unfortunately, these days, it's not legal.
Cheeky there. He thought he could get away with it, but referee Viranga right on the money with that decision. So another opportunity for police. They are being handed over opportunities on silver spoon, but they are just not making the maximum use out of it this time. Udara Surya Perama collects it cleanly, trying to form that driving maul. Police inching forward, brought down now. Ball still with the cops. Shifaz Ahmad feeds his forwards. Vagesh Veerasinghe, and looks like a stolen possession, but not legally, says the referee. So Situm Piris, the culprit there on that occasion.
A right call there by the referee. The ruck was clearly formed there, and there was a hand blatantly inside that, and the referee penalizes Situm Piris for hands in the ruck. Well, I think we must just tell you that there was some good maul defense there by Havelocks. Even though they got pushed back, they brought the maul down legally. But however, Situm Piris unfortunately infringed, and yet again they concede a penalty. And still, police with the opportunity, just 7 meters away from the Havelocks try line.
Set. Steady.
Ball to the runners. That's what I would be telling myself now. And Muhammad Dean makes a fumble out of it. Not acceptable at all. Knock forward there, trying to collect the ball and move forward. Muhammad Dean, a young player. You can take another look at that. Just looks away at the final moment. That fraction of a second can make a difference, Romario.
Yes, indeed. He thought about running before collecting the ball, and that's just what happened there, and he fumbled it. Unfortunate there. He should have first collected the ball and then thought about where he was going to run, but he was one step ahead of himself and coughed things up. So Havelocks yet again get out of jail.
Nothing going right for the cops. On the other hand, Havelock Sports Club still under pressure, playing their own half. Police trying to make some trouble in that breakdown. Holding on in their fringe defenses.
Yes, the Havelocks forwards just inch in
Stay back, stay.
Closer to the
Stay
center
back,
of
stay
the
back.
field just to give the kicker a bit of an angle. And they continue to do so, keep the ball close in. And now Vimukti Rahula will surely go to Riza Mubarak, and he finds touch. So he clears the lines, a bit of a respite for Havelocks, but still 25 meters out Police. I think still they have the opportunity.
Lahiru Pavitra, he will have to get things right as 10 years of sharing the passion. ThePapare.com celebrates 10 years this year. They've been serving the industry of sports since 2009.
Yeah.
2019 makes it 10, so grand celebrations from ThePapare.com.
Yes, and the services of ThePapare.com have been immense as yet another line out of Police have been picked, and Chamara Dabare tries to run through the forward, but unfortunately he pops it forward, and there is another knock on. Yet again, mistakes creeping into the game. Well, mistakes creeping into both sides. And Havelock still parked inside their own half, not getting away.
Yeah, big tackle there by Lahiru Pavitra. Almost pushed Chamara Dabare back. You can take another look at that. Dabare goes, evades one tackler, goes straight into Lahiru Pavitra's hands, and Pavitra was waiting for him right there. You come at me, said Pavitra, and he hammered him on the ground.
Some lovely technique there by Lahiru Pavitra. And Chamara Dabare, I doubt he will be running into any forwards in this match again.
Chamara Dabare was known for his big hits earlier in his. What a beautiful running angle by Roshan Silva. Well fed there by Shifaz Ahmed. And goes under the post. Roshan Silva, really unexpected, Romario. Right on the money. And beautifully worked try.
And brings out the big celebration as well. A lovely running line there. Cutting across the grain there, Roshan Silva. And Johan Pires found him with a lovely pass onto his chest. And there was no stopping him. No cover defense around. And he goes under the post and brings out the huge celebration. As we see Shifaz Ahmed gives the ball to the fly half, and he picks out a lovely runner there, a lovely pass there straight on the chest of Roshan Silva. He cut across the grain and ran across and put out the big dive and the big celebration as now Janit Chandimal assumes kicking duties from Sachit Silva. 2 chances, 2 misses, and Janit Chandimal says, I'll have it. And quite a bit of an easy kick here, first up, and he makes no mistake.
So 12 points to 14 already, and it looks like the game's going back to how it was in that first 10 minutes, Romario. The first 10 minutes, really intense, fast-running rugby, and it slowed down later on in the next 10 minutes, and once again I think it's picking up from where it stopped. So Roshan Silva sparking things up, putting Police back in the game.
Yes, indeed. 2 tries on the trot for Havelocks had them with a slight advantage. However, Police with that try have cut it down, cut the lead back to 2 points with 6 plus minutes on our clock to go. So things heating up here at Havelocks Park.
Riza Mubarak with a high hanging kick. Nobody wanted the ball as Chamara Dabare collects it, goes straight over for the try from the restart. Havelock Sports Club striking back, and I think Police will be blaming themselves, mostly the forwards. Nobody wanted that ball. I don't know what happened there.
Yes, a comedy of errors there. Police letting the ball bounce. The first man was beaten, he let the ball bounce, and the ball went up in the air, and Chamara Dabare did not have to slow down, jumped up, collected it and ran through to score. Well, these are errors that coaches will be pulling their hair out, as we see here.
Udaya Sanjula and Muhammadin, the culprits in that occasion. I think they will have a real hard time going back tomorrow or day after in that analyzing room with Coach Shamli.
Yes, indeed. I think the player coming forward for that needs to put his hand up and go for it. Unfortunately, he did not do so and let it bounce. And Janit Chandimal did not have any chances of recovering.
You can't blame the sweeper, Romario, because Udaya Sanjula and Muhammadin, young players, but it's unacceptable. Half-hearted attempts there, while Reza Mubarak having a roll with his kicks. Makes another wonderful conversion from the near corner.
3 out of 3 there for Reza Mubarak. And again, Police, they just scored and brought the lead down to 2 points, but unforced errors they are letting themselves down as Johan goes quick, but not the desired result, as Dinuk Amarasinghe collects and runs, makes good meters.
So wayward pass on that occasion by Vimukta Rahula, and Police with a penalty and an opportunity to get a few points on board.
Yes, that has been the story of the first half. Neither team, after they score, do clear their lines and settle down. They just throw the ball away from side to side, unsettled rugby, and it seems to cost Police. Will it cost Havelocks? We'll have to wait and see.
Totally agree, and I think both teams, once they score, they opt to relax a bit. That's not the way to go.
Yeah, they do shut down after the score, and that's the time they are most vulnerable. And now Police this time takes it close in.
Trying to regroup themselves and make amendments. Especially Muhammad Dean and Udaya Sanjula would want to regain those points which they gave away. Playing in close. Police Sports Club still with possession. Shifaz Ahmad barking instructions at his forwards. Trying to counter-ruck that. Too many numbers there on that ruck, Romario. I think Police will have to play more sensibly, but they are inching forward nevertheless, gaining a few yards inch by inch. Slowly but surely they are coming ever so close to the whitewash. Muhammad Dean being latched on at the back by Hashan Fernando. Lahiru Pavitra now looks for the ball, twist and turns, but is being pushed back by Dushman the Priyadarshana. However, another penalty coming in favor of Police. Offside, says the referee.
Yes, there was some good play there by Police. They continued to keep the ball in close, going from left to right, and Havelock's defensive line was caught offside there, but we can see there was a bit of obstruction there, and that's why the referee decided to stop things and bring the play back to the penalty.
Yes, and skipper Udara Surya Perama has opted for a scrum. Not sure if it's the right decision. I would have thought that they were confident with their lineouts, but nonetheless,
steady, both steady.
Shifaz Ahmad with the put in.
Only time will tell.
Muhammad Udaya Sanjula rather collects the ball inside the 5 meters now. Police Sports Club, everything to play for. Vunivosa makes a step, big hit by him. Almost going over.
Good tackle there by Niroshan Fernando. The skipper putting his hand up.
Playing it close still. Lairu Pavitra there coming to rescue and try, scored there. Looks like Johan Pereira, if I'm not mistaken. That looks like Nisal Samadhi. Lock forward.
Yes, that was some good play there by Police, and the captain's decision to go for the scrum has paid faith, as Chandimal goes for the conversion. The players kept the ball in close. I think the Fijian, his initial break was what put the Havelock's defense on the back foot, and the forwards made no mistake as the kick goes off the post and it goes through. So 7 points there.
Lucky at that occasion, Janit Chandimal, as referee blows the halftime whistle, and like I said in that first try, when Sajid Silva missed the conversion, it's going to be a crucial kick. And as so, the points, the deficit Police show at the occasion, just 2 points. That first conversion coming to haunt them. 3 tries scored by both teams, and all 3 converted by Reza Mubarak.
Yes, on a day like this, I think kicks kicks at goal are very important, and rightly they have changed the kicker. Police straight away, as Sachit Silva made 2 misses, they changed the kicker, and Chandimal has made no mistake from his 2 kicks, and just 2 points separate the teams here at Havelock Park, as Havelocks lead Police 21-19.
Yes, Sachit Silva created that first try. As we take a look at the highlights of the first half, there you go. He made a break of the tackles, sucked in Dinu Kamarasinghe, passed the ball to Univosa, who saw Sanjula into space, and Uday Sanjula finishing that move, scoring Police first try.
Yes, after that it was Havelocks all the way, as they managed 2 tries. First it was Chamar Dabare diving over from the long pass from Niroshan Fernando from the base, as Riza Mubarak made no mistake with the conversion, and the second try of course from Dinuk Amarasinghe, as he beat the defensive line and dived over. Riza Mubarak did find his mark on all occasions.
Yeah, and then Police came striking back through a brilliant move from Eroshan Silva, running the perfect angle any center would want to, slicing through that defense and going straight under the post. Janit Chandimal making no mistake.
Yes, right after that it was a comedy of errors by Police. No one seemed to have wanted the restart, as Chamar Dabare, he made no mistake, collecting it straight off that restart and scoring, and Riza Mubarak made it 3 out of 3, 21 points rounded off.
And at the brink of halftime, Police Sports Club were right there trying to strike back, and rightfully so. Nisal Samadhi was able to go over the whitewash and score those tries. So that was it for the first half. Just 2 points separating both teams. We'll catch you with second half action. So stay tuned to ThePapare.com.
Crescent Mini Keeves. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeves, only from Crescent.
Unlimited calls. Unlimited data තියෙනවා කියන්නේ. ඕනම ගේමක් ගහන්න පුළුවන්. මාස් ඒක ආන්සර් කරන්නම ඕනි කෝල් එක. සර්, මෙහෙම මාස්ටර් ප්ලෑන් එකක් ඇවිල්ලත් නැහැ. ආයේ එන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඉක්මනට මොබිටෙල් මාස්ටර් පැකේජ් එක දාගන්න. ඒකේ calls data දෙකම unlimited.
Unlimited calls, unlimited data, only with Mobitel Master Unlimited Package.
මේක ගන්න ඕනි පැකේජ් එකක්.
Crunchy Munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites, only from Crescent.
unlimited calls, unlimited data තියෙනවා කියන්නේ. ඕනම ගේමක් ගහන්න පුළුවන්. මාස් ඒක ආන්සර් කරන්න ඕනි කෝල් එක. සර්, මෙහෙම මාස්ටර් ප්ලෑන් එකක් ඇවිල්ලත් නැහැ. ආයේ එන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඉක්මනට මොබිටෙල් මාස්ටර් පැකේජ් එක දාගන්න. ඒකේ calls data දෙකම unlimited.
Unlimited calls, unlimited data, only with Mobitel Master Unlimited Package.
මේක ගන්න ඕනි පැකේජ් එකක්.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Breeder fast, Pulsar NS160 with wider tyres and twin disc brakes from David Pieris Motor Company Private Limited.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Action here. The second half as Riza Mubarak kickstarts the game with Shifaz Ahmed. He sends the ball out wide to Shandimal. Doesn't find touch though, as we see Mithun Hapugoda with his first touch in this game.
Yes, I think Mithun Hapugoda has made his way into the team for Vimukti Rahul as a replacement.
Hapugoda lights it up always in the second half. Liston Flatney caught up in heavy traffic. Looking to play it close, Havelock Sports Club.
A great substitute to have coming on for the second half. Experienced impact player there, rightly so. Offside there, the number 9 for Police.
Number 16, roll away.
But the referee says not to roll in away. And yet again, first penalty goes against Police. So I think if they manage to just cut down those early errors, I think they will manage to cause some trouble. And the first half as well, they were the first to infringe, and the first 10 minutes did not go their way.
Very true, Romario. We can take another look at that. Vagish Veer Singha. And like you said earlier, Police were the first to make infringements early on. They made 7 penalties in that first 12 minutes of the game, and this time around they made another infringement within the first minute of the second half. But what's interesting to see is that there are not many changes in this Havi's bench except for Vimukti Rahula being substituted with Mithun Hapugoda, as Dayan Sabar now making a break. Mithun Hapugoda with the ball in hand tries to sneak in. Shaugat Lahir goes forward, not much yards gained. Niroshan Fernando acting as scrum half sends it to Umesh Madhushan, who's still on his feet, running forward, but he's been pushed back by the cops. Still looking for the ball. Hapugoda to Fajuddin. Fajuddin
thought he would pass, but took contact.
Liston Flatney there trying to barge his way forward, but he's being pushed back by Lahiru Pavitra. Good defense by Police. Umesh Madhushan latched on by Fajuddin, but this is good defense by Police. It looks like a turnover, but no. Dushman the Priyadarshana is there, arrives as the support. Hapugoda barking instructions to his forwards. Shaugat Lahir waiting for that collection. Receives it, twist, sends it to his skipper Niroshan Fernando. He's brought down, and that's Vunivosa, they are trying to counter, but doesn't find the ball. Possession still with the home team. Bodies thrown all over here, and Havi's looking to have possession. Looks like a scrum down in their in police favor.
Turnover of possession there. The referee says police were having the momentum going forward, and he awards the scrum in favor of police as the ball did not seem to come out from that ruck.
Looks like Prince Charmer, rather Situm Piris, is down injured. Liston Flatney having a word there with the Veranga. From the look of his hand signs, it looks like he was asking the referee about hands coming from underneath the rucks to the neck.
Says Mithun, rather Situm Piris. I'm sure he will not be not too happy with where he has got injured. I think he's just getting himself going as referee blows for time to be switched back on, and police still in their own half, but with the possession on their side. I think it was the right call there by the experienced Sanath Martis to bring on Mithun Hapugoda. Vimukti Rahula did look shaky, and he did not look settled, and rightly so the experienced Hapugoda brought on.
Muhammadin made that all-important break from the back, but doesn't gain any yards.
Stay back.
Police will have to clear their lines. They will have to get out of jail. But by the looks of it, they are planning to play it close, create more space and build a wall before clearing. And however, they force Havis to make an error and winning a penalty in this occasion. Police Sports Club.
Yes, that was some naive play there by Havelocks. Police are under pressure just 5 meters out of their own goal line, and a player goes in, barges in from the side. It was unwanted there. If they just stood back and continued to put police under pressure, they could have managed some error, but unfortunately their number 2 enters from the side and gives away the penalty.
Yes, and now police still playing in their own half. They will have to make something out of this if they want to still hang on in the game. Just the 2 points, the deficit. Lahiru Pavitra will have to make no mistake, and I'm sure Coach Shamli would have given some good instructions in that half time. Udara Surya Peruma looks to jump, but Nisal Samadhi, the front, not a clean line out, goes straight into the hands of Sharo Fernando. He fends off Shifaz Ahmad, and looks like police win a penalty. Knock forward there by Mithun Hapugoda, trying to be cheeky, but doesn't go his way.
Yes, this time it does not go his way. The penalty was the correct call there. Wagisha was all out of his feet, and he was just not releasing the ball. But the second time around, as Mithun Hapugoda, the first time around, the play was brought back. But this time around, the referee said that he knocked it on. As we can see here, number 7 off the feet. He needs to release and roll away. And he still questions the referee why he is penalized. But rightly so, he was penalized. But Mithun Hapugoda there tries to be cheeky, tries to take the quick tap, but knocks it on.
Shifaz Ahmad with another putting, so already 3 scrums or 4 scrums in this 3 minutes of play. Referee says play on. Shifaz Ahmad not collecting the ball first time around. So still pressure on the Cobs. Police Sports Club will have to play it close. They need to clear their lines. Johan Pires will have to look for the ball, but they win another penalty. Not rolling away.
Yes, I think these are unwanted penalties by Havelocks. They seem to be tiring out, and ideally what they need to do is, as the ball is lost, they just need to retreat back and form the defensive line. However, they continue to push at the breakdown, and nothing seems to be happening, and the only thing that seems to be happening is they seem to be conceding penalties.
I agree. In both, nothing seems to be happening for both teams, Romario. Both teams, once they have possession in their hands, they just keep making errors and making those fumbles. And looks like Rahul Delpachitra is making his way to the field instead of Liston Flatney. So fresh legs. Former Pete Wright. Rahul Delpachitra scored a few crucial tries in the first few weeks of the league. Udar Surya Perma cleans it correctly, collects it cleanly, and now Shifaz Ahmed with the pass out to Vunivosa. He puts in a chip kick. Riza Mubarak collects it cleanly and puts in the return kick, but it looks like it'll be gone full out. So police almost inside the home team's 22.
Yes, that was a good chase there by Roshan Silva. He put Riza Mubarak under immense pressure, and Riza pulled the kick, the clearance kick. And now, well, the police were inside their own half, but unwanted penalties by Havelock. 3 on the trot, and now they find themselves 23 meters away from the police try line.
Not good pass there by Shifaz Ahmed. Johan Pires goes down even before he could collect it. Vunivosa shows, doesn't fox any of the defenders, however. Still possession with police. There seems to be gaps forming in that Havis defense line, but police not managing to breach them or create any diversion. However, still going forward, police have to play it close and knock forward by Havelock's counter rocking play, I guess. So scrum down in favor of police. You can take another look at that.
Yes,
Muhammad Dean goes into contact. Looks like Shaukat Lahir, in an attempt to scoop the ball out of that ruck, he knocks it on.
Yes, well, ideally, I think Shaukat, when he sees the ball is lost, he should just release and get back into the defensive line rather than just wasting his energy on trying to breach the ruck. But having said that, he tried to do so and knocks it on in the rush.
So good position for a scrum. Muhammadin feeds Shifaz Ahmed, who tries to switch direction, but a mockery of errors there by both Muhammadin and Shifaz Ahmed, running all over the place, and gives away a penalty. Take another look at that. Shifaz Ahmed trying to switch direction, and Eroshan Silva finds the ball to his boot, and Muhammadin collects it right in front of him.
Yes, comedy of errors there by police. Unfortunate that they had some good possession. They were inside the Havelock's half, but silly penalties there. Shifaz Ahmed not finding his passes on the mark, and now police are back again inside their own half and having to defend.
And knowing Coach Shamli Nawaz, he won't tolerate much of those mistakes for any longer. I sense substitutions coming police's way very soon if this keeps continuing. Fajuddin with the line out throw, and it goes cleanly, but purposely collapsing that maul. Police give away another penalty advantage coming for Hafiz. Azmir Fajuddin now breaks away from the back of that maul. Not a good pass there by Mithun Hapugoda, but cleanly collected there by Prince Chamara. He gains quite a few yards. Dinu Kamarasinghe trying to put that cheeky offload once again, but not cleanly collected there by Sandun Herat. And a knock forward.
Yes,
possession goes to police once again.
Sorry, Yusran. Just talking about changes, I think Kasun Suranga is dearly missed by Police Sports Club. He's not featuring in this game, but there we can see Chamar Dabare there. Tough pass on the bounce. I think he would have liked if it was a bit closer. up. However, he knocks it on, and Police are now with possession inside their own half.
The scrappy bit of play in this first 8 minutes of the second half. Both teams dropping balls, conceding penalties. Not the ideal fast running rugby, and not a clean scrum. It looks like turned over by Havis. So Shifaz Ahmed, another error.
Yes, and a penalty is being played there for the number 7 being offside, but Sandun Herat gets bundled over as Mithun Hapugoda tries to bring on some footwork, but does not manage to get through, as Havelocks still with possession and an advantage, as this time it's Shaukat Lahir.
Hapugoda trying to spark things up for Havelock Sports Club. Rahul Delbachitra latching on to the supporters, securing that ruck. Shah Fernando goes straight into contact, not able to surpass the gain line. Dayan Sabar, the young man, evades 2 tacklers, goes back into heavy traffic, still opting to go in the open side. Niroshan Fernando trying to slice through the defense, still playing in close. Shaukat Lahir, he has been the standout player so far, making some good yards. Ball pops out off that ruck and looks like illegally, says the referee.
Yes, Nisal Samadhi needs to roll out quicker there. Shaukat was not given any chance to place the ball, and the contest was killed there by Samadhi, as he was on the wrong side of play, and there was no attempt to roll either, so he was rightly penalized. Still, I think both teams have not found their feet and still unsettled, but I think it's now Havelocks who have the upper hand, as Police make a change.
Like I sensed earlier, Romario, changes are coming Police's way. The fly-off has been switched. So Fajuddin with another opportunity.
Yes, and I think it's Sujan Kodituaku who has come on into the first 5/8 position, as changes are complete and we are ready to go. Havelocks 5 meters out from the Police try line.
Whether or not Police will contest in this line out is up to them, but they do, and they steal possession. So Shifaz Ahmed goes straight into contact, but Police still have a lot of work to do to get out of trouble. Niroshan Fernando asking his sweepers to stay in line at the back, because a kick is expected. Janit Chandimal will look to clear the lines. Police need to get the ball out. Shifaz Ahmed sends the ball to Janit Chandimal, who puts in the good kick under a lot of pressure.
Yes, and I think that little change has brought about some positional change, as well as Sujan Kodituaku moves to the wing and Janit Chandimal moves into first 5/8.
So bit of tactical changes made by Police Sports Club. Janit Chandimal, he was good with his boot in the first half, and hopefully he can be that difference for Police, as Havis this time around cleanly collects the line out, tries to set that rolling maul, and they are moving forward, but equally well defended there by Police. But another penalty given away.
Yes, and that was the correct call there. Wagisha, he does seem to lose his head and come in from the side, and when he was moved out there, well, in a bit of a rough way there by Sharu, he tend to take things into his own hands, Vagisha, unfortunately. But as we can see on the replay, he was on the wrong side of the rock there, and Sharu Fernando, he just flung him out of that mall, and Vagisha again just rushed in. He just seemed to lose his head there.
It's the adrenaline, Romario, I tell you. Players tend to not use their heads in scenarios like that, and looks like police make another change in that scrum half position. Vimesh makes his way. And he's been nippy in the previous games. Primesh.
Yes, he was the man who scored that winning try against CRNFC, and now he gets some game time as another penalty advantage is being played for Havelocks, but the referee says that there is no advantage as the ball did not seem to come out from there, and gives Havelocks yet another penalty. So now Havelocks seem to just get the game by the scruff of its neck, and they seem to be putting Police under immense pressure. However, Police are holding on, and their defenses have not been breached as yet in the second half, but still Havelocks continue with the rolling maul.
Yes, and it looks like Javi's having a team discussion, planning on what to do, how to do it.
Yes, the forwards, they are just trying to get things correct there. The previous couple of lineouts, there have been a bit of comical errors there. The forwards not coming in, but this time well, it goes over, but Sharu Fernando was at hand to collect the lineout, and now they set it up. Liston Flatney goes through one, goes through two. Does he get it down?
That was Dushmant Priyadarshana. That occasion almost went over the line, but looks like held up there.
Yes, that was a bit unfortunate there by Liston Flatney.
Dushmant Priyadarshana rather, and he is having a smile on his face. He's not happy with the referee's decision.
Yes, I think he thought he got the ball down, but unfortunately there Priyadarshana did not manage to get it down in the eyes of the referee. So held up 5-meter scrum. Still it's Havelock possession though.
Take another look at that. Good run by Dushmant Priyadarshana. Takes 3 men, and that looked like a try, but the referee has a better view than us, Romario.
Yes, and it's a bit difficult to say on this one angle here, so I think the referee there, the closest to the play. And now Havelock scrum going forward. Sabah breaks off and makes a bit of yardage.
Dinu Kamarasinghe trying to come to rescue, but plays it quickly. Vunivosa offloads to Sujan Kolituaku, who puts in a kick, and now all of a sudden play is in Javi's own half. Sajid Silva trying to chase Riza Mubarak. His brother brings
Yes, that's the experience from Riza Mubarak. As everyone lost their heads, Riza did not. He continued to hold position on, and now Sharu Fernando on the wing, find himself on the wing, goes straight through and pops it up to Niroshan Fernando.
A good tackle there by Sajid Silva, going head to head against his the experienced Sharu Fernando. However, now Javi's counter attacking. Mithun Hapugoda looking for options, switches directions, finds Dushmant Priyadarshana. He's a good counter defense, counter rucking there by Police. Good yards gain, Rahal Delpachitra, as Mithun Hapugoda steps in, steps out, looking for that space, running all over the place. Niroshan Fernando acting as scrum half. Dushmant Priyadarshana carrying the ball yet again. Hapugoda sends it to Riza Mubarak, who spots some space at the back. Sajid Silva lets it bounce once, collects it cleanly, puts in the return kick, chases his own kick. He has some pace. Sujan Kodituakku chasing. Mithun Hapugoda trying to play it cool. Sends it to Dinu Kamarasinghe, who switches directions. Looks like a game of sevens here by both teams. Possession being lost.
Yes, helter-skelter here at Havelock Park as both teams are just still unsettled, just trying to find some spark, but not able to do so as Riza. Yet again, however, he does not lose his calm.
But he was isolated on that occasion. Hiroshan Silva misses a tackle. Samdun Herat breaks through, brings 3 players to bring him down. Mithun Hapugoda now. Situm Piris has space, but Sajid Silva is there to make that cover defense. Just one person in that ruck for Havis. Good tackle there on Shaugat Lahir by Univosa, but doesn't complete it. Shaugat Lahir still on his feet. Prince Charmer acting as a scrum half. Wayward pass there by Niroshan Fernando. Dinu Kamarasinghe now trying to make a big break. He breaks off 2, breaks off 3. Looks like he will score the 4th try for Havis. What a well worked try. Fends off 1, fends off 2, evades the 3rd tackler and goes straight over to score. A beautiful try by individual brilliance, Romario.
Yes, some helter-skelter rugby there by both teams, but it's Havelocks who find themselves on the correct end of the score. And Dinuk Amarasinghe, well, he did bring on some lovely bit of strength and power run in there. Fended off the first tackler, second tackler, and dived over for his second try of the game. Well, that was some helter-skelter rugby there by both teams, as was worked from side to side, end to end, and finally it was well, ironically it was Riza Mubarak, the calmest player on the field here, who got the ball, the assist to Dinu Kamarasinghe as he bumped off 1, fended off 2, and dived over.
Talk about that strength in that hand of Romario. Vagisha Veerasinghe was just hammered to the ground there. Nailed, I would say. Better stay on your feet, said Dinu Kamarasinghe.
Yeah. Yes, see you later there by Dinu Kamarasinghe, and he was there to dot down. And now Havelocks finally managed to get their 4th try and 4th conversion as Riza Mubarak nails it yet again from the sideline. 28 points to 19 reads the scores here at Havelocks. Riza, of course, with his 92nd point for the season.
Number 7.
On a roll here, Riza Mubarak. He's been outstanding so far with the boot. Kicking from really hard angles.
Yes, and off camera we can see, unfortunately, Shaukat Lahir was, well, you could say he was in the form of his life, but unfortunately he has to wrap his hand around, as he seems to be nursing a bit of a shoulder injury, as he's taken off with the doctor and the Havelocks physio. That's quite unfortunate there, but comes on.
Risit Silva and Amjad Fahmy have made their way into that front row for Police Sports Club, and so a lot of fresh legs coming in for Police and for Havis as well as Chamaka Bandara making his way in the second half. Cleanly collected there by Situm Piris, and it looks like an illegal tackle while the ball carrier was on air. However, gets away with it. Police, but still under immense pressure. They're trailing by
number 2.
9 points, 8 points rather. And however, Police on the back foot. Prince Charmer, they are trying to be cheeky on that occasion. A backhand pass by Uday Sanjula, but looks like play will be brought back to that previous infringement. I think referee Dinka Piri spotted something.
Yes, and I think after that there was another infringement, and Havelocks have the opportunity to select what penalty they want. As we can see here, clearly there by number 25. He just barged into Situm Piris in the air.
That was Amjad Fahmy just making his way to the field.
Blue 24, number 6 out.
Wajid Fahmy's brother?
No. Just another prop forward.
Just the namesake Fahmy. But, well, that's not the best of starts for Fahmy. And now he concedes the penalty, and Police concede quite a bit of field possession as Havelocks are inside the Police half on the attack.
Azmin Fajudin with the throw in. Shah Fernando. Situm Piris rather collects it from the back. Sharu brought down by Wagisha. Bit of by both of them earlier on, however, this time Mithun Hapaguda searches for the ball.
No!
So much trouble there by the cops in that breakdown. Another penalty coming, have his way for sure. But this time I think the referee will go to his pockets. Pleading for mercy, Udara Surya Peruma.
Yes,
but Amjad Fahmy will go off as he came on 3 minutes ago.
Yes, as fast as he came on, he goes off as Beranga loses his patience, the referee, and the first booking of the game. And now 14 men and 7 meters out from the try-line, Police with a task at their hand.
Slowly but surely, Havelock Sports Club running away with this game. Romario, as we take another look at that yellow card infringement. Look at Amjad Fahmy. Spot him. He sees some space, but not yet. I think it was here. Yes, that was a side entry. Definite side entry there by Amjad.
Yes, another naive penalty there, losing his head. Just as he came on, he wants to impress. However, he loses possession, and now Police.
That's Risit Silva there. On the go. Fresh legs on the park. Primesh will find his keeper now. Udara Surya Peruma with another loop pass. The young scrum half is being hammered down by Shah Fernando. High tackle though.
That was not a high tackle, Yusran. It was just that Sabah, he did not support his body weight there. He jackaled over the ball, but did not support his body weight and killed the contest, unfortunately. And now Police yet again get out of jail.
Sachit Silva, not yet Romario, not yet out of jail. They'll have to find touch by and by the way they've been playing so far, you never know. And like I said, the kick doesn't find touch. Mithun Hapaguda collects the ball. I don't know if it's the commentator's curse there, but Sandun Herat makes a wonderful break, finds Shamaka Bandara, but he's tackled from the back by Eroshan Silva. And now Riza Mubarak looking to create something out of nothing here, playing in their own half. Niroshan Fernando to Dinu Kamarasinghe. He's been in the form of his life tonight. Prince Charmer acting as scrum half. Hapaguda now breaks off one, breaks off two, tries to step off the third, but wasn't able to, but nevertheless gained quite a few yards. Now Azmin Fajudin with the ball in hand. Rahal Delpachito acting as the scrum half. Dushman the Priyadarsan, a wayward pass. Riza Mubarak once again there to collect it. Dayan Savar under a lot of pressure. He doesn't release the ball. I don't know why though. He's lucky to get away with that. Trying to regroup things and trying to settle the nerves of the Havis players. Azmin Fajudin once again going isolated. Chamaka Bandara arrives, but a little too late, I guess.
No, the
ball is still in possession though. Shah Fernando bumps off one, bumps off two, almost into the center line. Hapaguda finds Dushman the Priyadarsan. He bumps off one, but a penalty now coming in favor of the Police. Not
Yes, and for the sake of the players here at least I think this kick needs to go out to touch the players. Everyone needs just to calm things down. As we see the replay here, Dushmant bundles off the first tackler, the would-be tackler rather, but number 8 there, he misses the clean out.
That's Sabar last week as well, making the same mistakes. And Sachit Silva will have to make amendments to his previous error.
Yes, I think I just spoke too soon, and Sachit Silva did miss touch, but now again he gets another opportunity, this time a bit closer to the touchline and in front.
Looks like the Maradana boys aren't having a good time, Romario.
Time on.
Sachit Silva will have to do this for the sake of his teammates, and he finds touch. So, however, the forwards will have a breather.
Yes, this time he does not go for too much of distance. He just decides to put the ball into touch, crosses the line, and now police have finally managed to get some possession inside the the Havelock's half. A shortened line out here, as looks like it's Imosi who is playing at first receiver. Yes, number 9.
Imosi sends it to the new man in the park as Primesh
No.
the ball.
Use it.
Feeds in the forwards. That's Hashan Fernando.
Stay.
Looking for options. Udara Surya Perama instructing good the other side. Vagisha with ball in hand.
Good line speed there by the Havelock's defense, coming up, rushing up, and not giving Vagisha a moment to think.
Muhammadin going straight into contact. Hiroshan Silva being held up a little. The crowd getting a little too involved, but Vunivosa trying to make a break. Isolating himself though. Looks like a turnover.
Yes, and it is a turnover, but the box kick gets charged down, but rightly so. The referee says no advantage from the holding on and goes straight back to the penalty.
Vunivosa the culprit on that occasion. He had no other choice. He was isolated, and another 10 meters gifted away rather by police. I think talking to the referee, Risit Silva is being sent off.
Yes, he doesn't seem to be too happy as he walks off. Well, it looks like he's going to get his second yellow card. Well, that was unwanted there by Risit Silva, pointing a finger at the referee. It's not needed at this occasion. Respect is a value in rugby, and I think he just seems to be losing his head. And now he gets his marching orders. So police with 1 yellow card and 1 red card, currently playing with 13 men on the field. I think their task just got that bit tougher.
Indeed.
Centre back.
And sensing the opportunity, I think Javi is on the front foot, and Lahiru Pavitra makes his way back to the field because Risit Silva is a front row player, and you need a front row player there in that front row. But it isn't a scrum, it is a line out, so I really don't know what's going on.
Yes, there seems to be a bit of confusion here on the park, as off screen we can see the coaches of police and the sub officials just trying to get a hold of things, and they're just they're just wondering what's gone wrong here. Tactically, when a front row player has been replaced, there is no chance of him coming back on unless all three front row on the bench are over, and there is an injury to a front row player who is in the field. So I think he needs to come off, and looks like still there is a bit of confusion.
So it looks like both players are going to stay on the field. So then there'll be 14 players when technically police have to be down to 13 men. Real confusions, and it looks like Nisal Samadhi will make his way out. So tactical changes are being made. Play will have to resume now. But referee Viranga wants to have a word with his SOs.
Yes, and the crowd is getting unsettled here. They just want proceedings to continue. However, rightly so, the referee is going to the bench and trying to correct things. They're having a bit of a conversation.
All the players taking a little bit of breather. The ThePapare Rugby Facebook page. The ThePapare Rugby having their very own platform. The gift from the ThePapare to all rugby fans. The newest Facebook platform for all the enthusiastic fans who have been with the ThePapare for the last 10 years. All of you can visit facebook.com/ThePapare Rugby. You can find some good content about everything related to Sri Lanka rugby, especially in this Dialogue Rugby League and in the forthcoming Schools Rugby League. So stay tuned with the ThePapare Rugby as referee Viranga once again makes his way to the park. However, looks like play will resume now. All confusions are sorted, I assume. As both Lahiru Pavitra and Muhammadin stick in the field.
So sanity prevails, and now the game is back on here as Havelocks win the line out in a lovely fashion there, and the rolling maul gets going as Havelocks still pushing their way forward, and they seem to be going over. Do they get over the line? Well, not yet, as the police defense managed to regroup and bring the players down, but it's Rahal with the ball.
And Javi is making maximum use of this morally down police team, and it looks like another infringement by the cops. Give away another opportunity for the home team. So I think Javi is up to go for a scrum down. Look at those police forwards faces, Romario. They look all worn out. They have to find that last bit of gas that they have with just 11 minutes to go on our clock.
Yes, a 7-man scrum here by police as they look to hold against the 8-man Havelock scrum. Now Havelock, the scrum moves forward, but the ball seems to pop out, and Mithun Hapugoda on his return dives over for yet another try, and he brings his celebration out as well. And I'm sure that seals the deal here for Havelock's Sports Club, and Mithun Hapugoda cannot seem to put a foot wrong.
I know he makes a difference, Romario. He always makes a difference in that second half. He comes back on in the second half and he just changes the whole game. He changes the pace, he changes the gear, and also he never forgets to score and make his fancy celebration.
Yes, indeed. And now it's Riza Mubarak with yet another conversion. He has been on target with his.
It looks like he doesn't even need the kicking tee. He just fits the ball down and kicks it in. So another kick goes 5 out of 5 for this man.
Well, it looks to be too easy for Riza Mubarak. He did not even use the kicking tee. He kept the ball on the floor, and he got a bit lucky as well, we could say. The ball bounces off the upright and goes through. 5 out of 5, 35 points to 19 as Havelocks look to have put this game to bed. And now it will be just how much they manage to score. It will be just a question of how much they manage to get.
And it looks like they are going to surpass Candy in that all-important points table. 12 weeks on. It's going to make a huge upset, especially to the Candy fans.
Yes, indeed. I think after many years, Candy are going to be second in the table after 12 rounds. Well, usually we see Candy up there on top as everyone else fights it out for second and third places. But this time around, the story has changed as Imosi kicks things off.
A good high-hanging kick. Cleanly collected there by Shar Fernando. Hapugoda makes a fumble out of it, knocks it on. Referee allowing police to play the advantage. Vunivosa puts in that kick, sees the space. And it looked like he was booted off, but I think that's a yellow card infringement, Romario. Well, trying to trip the ball chaser, and I think Dinka spotted it right away.
Yes,
and I'm just waiting to look who the culprit is.
Yes, and we can see police ringing the changes as well. Kasun Mendes making his way onto the field, the former Josephian. As we see, Imosi puts the little chip. And was there a trip? It'll be interesting to see. Well, there seemed to be nothing there. It was just shoulder to shoulder, and the two men just collapsed. But now again, Imosi gets a quick tap.
Lucky escape there. Cheeky stuff there by Vunivosa, putting all his experience into play. Once again, long cutout pass to Janit Chanaka rather, as Vunivosa feeds in. His skipper Udara Surya Perma, who will score under the post.
Yes, and no time for celebration there as Imosi puts the conversion over quickly as soon as it was scored, as fast as it was scored rather. And now Havelocks, I think now it will be interesting to see how they take to proceedings. I think ideally they just need to walk to the center line, take their own cool time and restart proceedings. And that's just what they're doing.
You can never go back and relax in this game of rugby, Romario. No matter how much your score is and how big your margin is, you shouldn't rest. And many things could go wrong if you do. And looks like that's what went wrong for Havis. But I think they will get their head in the game and play it seriously in this last few minutes of the game as police collect it cleanly and try to regroup themselves. And I don't think they'll be kicking much in this second half from their own half. Now Sajid Silva has some space, has the numbers. He pops the ball out to Wagisha Veerasinghe but doesn't find his own man.
Yes, unfortunate there. Wagisha not used to be playing on the wing and running a flat line there, and that's why he was missed. The ball was passed in behind the supporting player, unfortunately there by Sachit Silva. So police trailing by 11 points with a bit more than 5 minutes to go on our clock, of course. But now it's Havelocks again with possession inside the police half, and I'm sure they will be hoping that they can get another score just to put things to bed.
Fajuddin with another throw in. Looks like Fresh legs coming onto the park, and Havis not being able to cleanly form a rolling maul. However, nevertheless, they've got back on track and they are moving forward. Police trying ever so hard to stop it and successfully do, and Lairu Pavitra steal possession. Udara Surya Peruma goes to ground but isolated, and the ball pops out but recovers from it. Police Sports Club moving forward. Scrappy bit of play, but Primesh sends the ball out wide to Vunivosa. Looked like the offside there by Havis, but they get away with it. So Sujan Kodituaku will pop it out to Sajid Silva, but looks like he's bumped into touch. Play will continue though. Primesh waiting for his support to arrive. Vunivosa puts in that chip kick and he is blocked, and that will definitely be a yellow card.
Yes, there was a bit of a blocking there by the Havelocks players there. The gap closed on Imosi, and he's surely making the most out of that. And now the referee just calls time off and goes to have a word with him.
And it looks like the touch judge is making his way to the park. He has spotted something as well. Now take another look at that. Vunivosa puts in the chip kick. That was clearly intentional, Romario. It looks like players are having a bit of word with each other. A bit of aji-baji. Take another look at that. That looks clearly deliberate.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure the touch judge has spotted it. He's having a word with the referee Veranga.
Yes, the referee and the AR. The referee rather consulting the AR. And now here comes a yellow card.
That's Rahal Delbachitra. He will be out of this game. So it looks like 14 men will play in the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yes, 14 against 14. Police and Havelocks men equaled out. As Dushmant Priyadashana gives it away to Umesh Madhushankar as he's brought down to the floor.
Police giving away this game as Niroshan Fernando will kick things off and secure another win for Havelock Sports Club as they move on to the top of the table in this 12th week, Romario.
Yes, Havelocks go marching on, and yet another bonus point win, and they top Candy in the points table, and they go up to first place as Candy is brought down to second, and I think Police will be very disappointed with how things panned out here. Yes, and
we have to pick the player of the match, Romario. And I think there were some outstanding performances.
Yes, Riza Mubarak was on point with the boot. Niroshan Fernando had a good game. However,
Dinuk Amarasinghe had a good game as well, and he will be my pick.
Yes, however, it's Dinuk Amarasinghe who wins the Man of the Match award for putting in a lovely performance there. 2 tries at 2 crucial moments, and it broke the back of the Police attack, and that's what wins him the Man of the Match performance here as Havelocks defeat Police 35 points to 26 at the park and move up to number 1 in the table.
So 64 points. Havis go on top while Candy will trail with 61 points. Here you go, the second half highlights. The first try there scored by player of the match Dinuk Amarasinghe, fending off 1, 2, 3, the big fend, and going over to score in that second half opener. Riza Mubarak making no mistake with the conversion from that far corner, putting Havis in a great position.
Yes, and after that it was Mithun Hapugoda, of course. He was brought onto the field and he put in some lovely bit of footwork and scored the try, and Riza Mubarak did not use the kicking tee and got a bit lucky as the ball bounced off the upright. But after that it was Imosi who set up his captain for a try under the post, but that was that as Police did not manage to close the gap on Havelocks as the game ended 35 points to 26. and
looks like there's a bit of argy-bargy going on between.
it was an unsettled game by both teams, unfortunately, as we see the breakdown. 5 tries, 5 conversions there, 100% record for Havelocks and for Riza Mubarak rather with the boot, and it was just 3 tries to 2 conversions by Police Park, by Police, 4 tries to 2 conversions. Of course, the 2 conversions were notched over by Janit Chandimal, 3 conversions rather, and that rounds off 35 points to 26 as Havelocks win this game with the bonus point and move up in the table.
We have coming up next week Army Sports Club taking on Police at Ratmalana. CRN FC and Kandy, the big game in that week will happen on 9th February at Longdon Place. So Kandy will come up hurting, smarting, while CRN FC come into that game with a win.
Yes, and after that it will be Yafos travelling down to Valisara from Ratmalana to take on Navy. And of course on 10th February the final game to round off the weekend will be CHN FC taking on Havelocks. CH coming in after a morale boosting win against Kandy, and Havelocks here beating Police. As you can catch the breakdown every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Rugby PTA done by Asanka on Tuesday as well at 6:30, and Cry of the Week on Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. So plenty to look forward to for next week, and it's me, Romario De Silva, along with the technical and production crew signing off from ThePapare.com from Havelock Park, and do catch us next week.
Crunchy munchy.
Fiery Kochi.
Crescent Kochi Bites. Try it. Love it. The original Kochi Bites only from Crescent.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Crescent Mini Keeves. Try it. Love it. The original Mini Keeves only from Crescent.
Sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Unlimited calls, unlimited data තියෙනවා කියන්නේ. ඕනම ගේමක් ගහන්න පුළුවන්. මාස් ඒක ආන්සර් කරන්න ඕනි කෝල් එක. සර්, මෙහෙම මාස්ටර් ප්ලෑන් එකක් ඇවිල්ලත් නැහැ. ආයේ එන්නෙත් නැහැ. ඉක්මනට මොබිටෙල් මාස්ටර් පැකේජ් එක දාගන්න. ඒකේ calls data දෙකම unlimited.
Unlimited calls, unlimited data, only with Mobitel Master Unlimited Package.
මේක ගන්න ඕනි පැකේජ් එක.
sophisticated selection of Yardley, London.
Breeder first, Pulsar NS160 with wider tires and twin disc brakes from DRL Motor Company Private Limited.
Are you or someone you care about prone to heart-related illnesses? You can now rest easy with Avid Heart. Avid Heart lets you get a medical-grade EKG anywhere, anytime. Save a life and give yourself or loved ones peace of mind. Approved by the National Medicines Regulatory Authority. Avid Heart. Heart health at your fingertips. Purchase your Avid Heart device today for just 23,990 rupees and get a free My Doctor Couples package. Available at selected Dialog customer care centers island-wide. Dialog. The future today.
Okay, she's ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Impressive CV. But why do you want to work here?
Is your unlimited package limiting you? Be really unlimited with the largest network. Talk unlimited with more than 13 million Sri Lankans with Dialog. Dialog Blaster Unlimited, a range of daily, weekly and monthly plans. Dial #678# to convert your package or get a new connection. It's always been my dream to be a part of a blue chip company.
Dialog Gaming Game Hero presents Space Rider Star Hunt. Now everyone can be a hero. Register now for the biggest mobile gaming tournament in Sri Lanka and win big cash prizes. 3 million in prize money up for grabs. Visit Google Play or the App Store, download the Space Rider Star Hunt game and subscribe to enter the tournament. Dialog Gaming, the #1 gaming experience with Sri Lanka's fastest network.